So for today's video, I got you guys a 43 kill gameplay with the best WSP 9 class setup in Warzone 3. All right, so getting straight into the WSP 9 and no recoil build. For the muzzle, I was rocking the spiral flash shouter for the muzzle flash concealment, which is going to make it where you guys aren't getting bombarded by a bunch of gun smoke when you are shooting your weapon in the firing range and in the game, and you are going to get the added benefit of the extra added recoil control as well. Now, for those of you that don't want to appear on the radar, go ahead and rock either the sonic suppressor or the shadow strike. The sonic will give you a little bit more bullet velocity and a little bit more damage range, and the shadow strike will give pretty much the same thing, just keep you off the radar but with no cons at all. So if you guys don't know, with this compensated flash shot, you will still be on the radar, but your radar pings when you are shooting will be much shorter, so you are going to be way harder to track. So it's pretty much like the same thing as a suppressor, and you do get a ton of recoil control and the firing aim stability. Now if you come over here to the advanced category on the flash shot, you guys are going to get a ton of recoil control at 13% gun kick, horizontal 13%, which is the most important one, and then finally finishing off with the vertical recoil control at 13% as well. You guys do lose a little bit of ADS-P. Don't worry about that, man. We will get that back with the other attachments. Any WSP 9 does have a pretty good ADS time by default, so don't worry about losing ADS time, and definitely make sure you guys are rocking that spiral for the extra added recoil control. Now moving on to the barrel category on the WSP 9, I was actually rocking the short light barrel. I went for a little bit of mobility. The WSP 9, if you guys have never used this weapon, man, even if you pick it off ground loot, it has very little recoil, almost like an assault rifle. But again, if you guys want even more recoil control, the integrated is another option you guys do have. This will actually give you recoil control on top of keeping you off the radar with the integrated suppressor that it does have on it. So if you guys want a little bit more recoil control out of the gun, the integrated suppressor is going to be your next best bet. It is very viable. I personally am a mobility type of guy, especially on the WSP 9, so that's why I went with the short barrel over the infiltrator. Now if we come over to the infiltrator barrel, you guys will lose a little bit of recoil control, not too much, only at 2.8 and then 2.2%. But of course we are looking at the mobility side of things, so we get a ton of sprint speed at plus 3%, which doesn't seem like a lot. I know you guys probably don't think it's a lot. And then if we actually go look at the ADS-P, man, we get 7.3%, so we get the ADS-P back that we did lose from rocking a spiral flash hider. Now moving on to the optic category on the WSP 9, man, this is all going to be personal preference. I personally don't really like the optic. I don't like the iron sight on the WSP 9, so I did opt for an optic, and the optic I did opt for was the MK3 reflector. Again, you guys do have a few optics to pick from. I have seen some people running the Night Hour, which this is the optic from Vanguard, so that's another good option. Then you also have the Chrono Mini Dot and the Chrono Mini Pro. Now if you guys don't want to run an optic and you don't mind the iron sight on the WSP 9, go ahead and take off the optic and put the ammunition hollow point on. That is going to be just as good, man, maybe even better. Again, I cannot use the iron sights on the WSP 9, but if you guys do rock the hollow point and you don't mind the iron sights, it is going to be a better build than the red dot, because you will be getting the added benefit of the crippling power from the hollow point rounds. And then moving on to the stock category, I was rocking the WSP factory stock for the gun kick control and the recoil control, man. You do lose a little bit ADS-P, but we pretty much were rocking mobility and every single other attachment that we were rocking, man, so don't worry about that. Definitely make sure we are rocking the factory stock for that extra added recoil control. And then if we pull up the advanced stats on the factory stock, you guys are going to be getting a ridiculous amount of recoil control. 9.3% recoil gun kick, 20.1% horizontal, and then a whopping 18.8% on the vertical recoil control. And then of course, if we go down in the bottom and look at the mobility, you only lose 3.7%, which as we are getting 20% horizontal and 18% vertical, it's just negligible at that point. Don't even worry about the 3% loss, and then to gain 20% and 18% on the recoil is definitely crazy. Last but not least, for the magazine category, I was rocking the 50 round mag because I was playing quads. If you guys are playing solos, you can definitely get away with the 32 round mag, but anything over solos, I would definitely recommend the 50 round mag. But I mean, you guys can see I was not lying when I said this gun has no recoil. You can shoot it across the map. I'm telling you, it feels more like an AR than it does an SMG, man. One of my favorite guns in the entire game right now. But hope you guys do enjoy the gameplay. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Where am I hearing this guy? Oh, bro, where am I hearing this guy at? I'm hearing him like on the roof.
Bro.
Later. There are literally people every single direction over here. Get a decent perk package, man. Getting scammed over here.
Hunt them down. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Why did that prox mine go off like later? Looks like it was delayed, no? Not sure how that hit me, but okay. I just downed somebody with what? Why am I not hearing this guy's footsteps? I'm just hearing him slide. He's probably like, how do you know I was there? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, we're gonna get held over here though. God, I wish there was somewhere where you could like. Just buy a resurgence.
Stay sharp.
Especially in like if you're playing solo quads, because like if I die, I'm not coming back. I just flashed myself.
UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is online.
Locate the rest of them. Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced. Enemy soldier incoming. Located the rest of them. Watch your six. Go get hunting. Target down. Marking the rest of them. Fire sales over. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest.
Where you going, bro? Where you going though, bruh? I forgot you could jump all the way up here from that little pillar.
Operators from that squad.
You can't jump up here? I was about to say. Not the guy over here, but he has ghosts.
UAV is being refueled. RTB
This guy's on the buy station. Calm down.
Losing ground. Move it.
This kid's below me or above me? I just heard like 3 of them running around. They gotta be up top, right? I don't want to find out, but I guess we're gonna have to.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
This one, okay. Now, what do we do from here is the question. killed me while he was full flashed. What? And he kills himself. Oh, what a beast, dude. 2 kills max for sure. Guess he's not affected by flashes, damn.